Diving straight into a rack up your KO count level, as well, we don't have many other options left at the moment. Last episode we unlocked Toon Link's level 2 weapon, as I do want to have a decent version of that weapon for him before we tackle his little training montage, which will be at the end of this chapter of Hyrule Warriors Adventure Mode. For rack up your KO counts and similar levels, I won't be using Fairy Nukes when playing through them for the first time, as well. I feel like the purpose of these levels is to challenge yourself with the warrior selected for them, regardless if they have any abilities to crowd control or not. Also, since these were in the Wii U version and that game didn't have any Fairy Nukes, I am playing this more or less like it was in the Wii U version, and I am sticking to that restriction. If I should also keep the multiple warriors separate so that I don't get the bonuses for teaming up and giant bosses is also something I wanted to think about in the future, as that wasn't something you could do in the Wii U version. Should be the A rank, and this should also be Volga's rate. Let's see. Costume. Let's put this on so I know what's the reference for it. Okay, that wasn't such a bad level, although we did kind of start off a bit worrying. Okay, I just saw the lizards, I was like, oh, are they like hyper-auroed? Like what? Why? But no, those were the other forces, which feels a bit weird, but I guess we are still early on in the map, so I suppose it does make sense to get easier levels from time to time. Okay, were you Volga's Rexy costume? I know I am considering maybe potentially, okay, yeah, it was fusing skills onto Sheik's level 3 just so we have a good one. Okay, good, thank you. If it was a thing, I don't know. I lost my train of thought. Anyway, sure, we'll use the baton. Sure, we do actually need a lot of fairy food, so increasing the drops of fairy food might be good. But yeah, kind of feels weird to like actually finally play as Zelda in an episode, only because right, I'm doing the thing. I don't know how it just happened like that, but a majority of the times when I went back to unlock a thing, or to go get a thing after unlocking it, I just used Zelda. Apparently I was in a really Zelda mood when I did that, I guess. So just what is this level? Okay, so there's no fairy fruit, but there is a heart piece for Zelda and a thingy thing. But I mean, I guess it is good to have a vanilla level so I can talk about a few things that I wanted to talk about last episode. Hopefully I can remember what exactly I wanted to talk about, because I had just like jotted down notes. Okay, bigger key. I guess Splatoon is the first topic I'll talk about. It feels weird to say this, but like, after the most recent update, I'm not really a fan of the direction they're taking Splatoon 3. In that being hyper-competitive, hyper-fast-paced gameplay sort of deal. Like after about hearing how end-of-life game Splatoon 2 was, like how slow-paced that was, it kind of just feels like an overcorrection. Like at the current point, it's like I don't mind having a faster-paced game. It's just that the way they're going about doing it, I don't particularly like. Like for example, in the most recent update, they implemented a kill streak feature where if you take down a few enemies, without being taken down yourself, you will get boosts to your abilities, like, you know, the faster speed, faster swim time, and I think even maybe not faster rigid or respawn times, but also another thing I'm not really a fan of it is I'm not sure how exactly it works, but you do get free paint, which, I mean, what? Which I really hope gets reworked a little bit, because like at the moment, no, like I feel like out of all the things to fix about Splatoon 3, the pacing of the game is not one of them. Bomb spam is still an issue. Special spamming is still an issue. It's like, can we please fix those things before addressing the pace of the game first? Because like the pace is fine. Stop it, please. And like another thing about it is the fact that oh right, it's a turncoat leader. I should fuck off. Should really be doing Wind Waker things. Just forgot entirely how to do it. Yeah, is the fact that how they've updated, or how they've buffed a few of the shooter weapons. It just feels like eventually it's just not going to really matter so much about what shooter weapon you're using. It's just going to feel like the same sort of weapon sort of deal. Because like at the moment it just like 52 feels weird. Like I know there is like counterplay to the 52, but because of how quickly it can kill, it's like, oh, if it ambushes you, you're just dead out of the water. And like I feel like the weakness of the 52, in some ways it's not even a weakness, because I believe the way it works is that the longer you hold down the fire button, the worse your accuracy gets with it. I wanted to say that's how you do it, or that's like the downside to it. It's just kind of like, not only does the weapon kill fast enough that that's not really an issue, but having lowered accuracy is not an issue at all, if being completely honest, because it's like, oh, I probably wouldn't have gotten the kill if I was able, like, if my accuracy was perfect. But because it wasn't, I was able to get the kill, like that sort of thing. It's like, what? Why? No. Please nerf it in some other way, or counter it in some other way, please. Goddamn. Like, splatter shot. Just really wanted to talk about splatter shot. That weapon has gone Splatoon 3's entire life, which I believe has been like, what, 4 years? It's been a while, without a single nerf. Like, what? Are the devs seeing the same game that we are? Because, like, thingy thing. Trying to think of the thing, so I'm taking a lot of damage. Not really. Thingy thing. Splatter shot was really prominent in the competitor scene. Did not receive enough. What? In fact, has gotten buffs over time. Excuse me? And even its third kit has fucking burst bombs. What? We're gonna reward this weapon instead of balancing it? What? Why? No. Do we even have the fairy for it? Okay, do. It's like, I would have thought that after getting a kit with burst bomb, you know, the combo sub weapon, that it would get nerfed a little bit. No, patch, buffs even. Like, what? Why? Like, it's even to the point where I believe it has a similar kill time to 52 gal. It's like, what? Huh? No, please stop. Like, I think even funny thing to note is I believe it might still be the case. I think so. Yeah. They buffed NZAP. Specifically its damage. Which wouldn't really be an issue. The thing is though, it now does more damage than it in like main gameplay, or in the main modes, than it does in Salmon Run, which normally is not, like, it's the opposite. Normally they give buffs to weapons in Salmon Run, so they feel a little bit stronger. Okay. Okay, it definitely feels like it's getting to the point where like every shooter weapon feels the same. Just why? It's like, why would you do this? I don't want to say they're ruining their own game, but it definitely feels like shooter weapons are like the favorite class. It feels a little bit weird to say in Splatoon 3's case, because to be completely honest, when it comes to the newly added weapon classes, it feels like Splatana is the favored the Golden Child. Because all the things that the Splatana class can do. Whereas, both have kind of just fallen off completely. Can I not do like a thing? Right, that's the special thingy. Right. Yeah, the fact that they can poke over ledges, okay, poke people from above under ledges, Splatana Stamper, the fact that even, I forget the name, Wiper, the fact that Wiper is as good as it is. Like, I think, if you want to be technical, the weakest Splatana weapon is probably Decaf. And even then, it's still a great weapon. What? Why? Excuse me? Although that being said, I probably wouldn't feel, as, I guess, salty about it if, all, like, some weapons were, like, the treatment for the weapons was more even. Which, I mean, I guess you do kind of have to have, like, weaker weapons, but, like, I believe there has been, some weapons that were nerfed in Splatoon 2 due to the fact that their main power existed. Who still have not had those nerfs changed in Splatoon 3, or walked back in Splatoon 3. It's like, what? Despite that main power-up no longer exists. It's like, dude, my boy Dooley Squelchers, I love you, but you need a fucking buff, please! Please! I really want to continue on this tangent, but really the only thing we have left to do now is this. So I'll hold on to that, and I guess, I might even spend this entire, thing talking about it. Okay. I don't like the fact that we did have to use an item, but I'm fairly sure that, if you are familiar with this game, or Wind Waker, you should know roughly where things need to be. So, yeah, I think I might do my intro now, just so we have something to segue into this. Yeah, I am thinking about doing showing the footage I am going to do now instead of the one I did previously, only because we do have to do it again. But yeah, next episode we'll finally cross over and unlock more of the map. I don't know what's going to happen on the other side, but is there anything of note, actually? I don't think so. But there is this, so, you know. Until then, that is when I'll see you. Not much to say about this level really, just that I do want to note that since playing this level in the previous recording session, that I have used this for a little bit of grinding. Not overly much, as there are definitely better levels out there for that purpose, it's just that we don't have quite a good source of grinding out the materials for the Wind Waker enemies, bosses, and the new warriors just quite yet. Also, before I let the music take back over, I just want to note that yes, while I did show off unlocking this level levels were back in episode 104. It's just I would like to simply point to this episode for anything you'd want to know about this level, and not have to provide links to separate episodes for levels whenever I can. Although, this is a bit of a unique case, I do have to admit.